Hey, this is Star Wars Armada Explained. I'm Karnak. Today we're going to look at the Ion Cannon card, MS-1 Ion Cannons. It's a card that equips to the Ion Cannon upgrade slot. How can you tell? You look at the bottom left-hand corner of the card. You'll see the Ion Cannon symbol. This card costs 2 points. The card reads MS-1 Ion Cannons, blue critical, choose and exhaust one of the defender's upgrade cards. This card does have an errata. It reads, upgrade card effects that do not have an exhaust requirement can still be resolved while that card is exhausted. So just because, essentially meaning just because you can exhaust the card, as long as the card doesn't have any exhaust requirement already within the card, you can't negate it from doing anything. And so an example of that is, let me go ahead and pull out a rebel title, for example. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. So how does this card resolve? Well, you need to make sure that you are at a range which you can utilize any blue die to get a blue critical hit showing. So in this example, I'm going to be using, let's say, a Raider 2 here. And the Raider 2 just needs to be at close or at medium range. Excuse me. The Raider 2 throws 3 blue die and 1 black die out the front. How can you tell for ranges? Well, the black circle around, excuse me, the Raider is close range. The blue circle around the Raider is medium range, and the red circle is long range. So he can throw 3 blue die, which are at medium range. There's no obstruction. There's nothing in the way. We'll say there's no other effects that potentially could stop him from throwing 3 blue die. We check the range, and again, you check that attack from cardboard to cardboard. Yes, we're in range. We can make that attack. So let's throw the 3 blue die. In this case, yes, we got our critical effects that we need to show. Now remember, these critical effects come into play at the resolve damage step, not at any point before then. So the Gladiator would utilize his defense tokens. Potentially, he may even have ability to cancel or get rid of these blue die so that they cannot resolve their critical effect. With the MS-1 ion cannons, the card itself doesn't exhaust, meaning that you can use it on, as many attacks as that ship is able to make, which is 2. This card doesn't affect squadrons at all because squadrons don't have any upgrade cards. But this can. So let's say that we have shot Demolisher and we have this critical effect showing. We're saying, aha, I'm going to use MS-1 ion cannons, and we'll say that Demolisher has the Engine Techs card equipped, which is a card that after you execute a maneuver, you can exhaust that card to execute a speed 1 maneuver if you've spent a navigation command. So we're going to say, you know what, I'm going to target that card. I am going to exhaust that card. Now you cannot use that card. Now that card is exhausted already for Demolisher. So just because you can exhaust an upgrade card, for example, we're going to use this example now, the Abnomition title. So Abnomition is just while defending during the spend defense token step, you may discard a defense token to cancel an attack die. So even though this card says, MS-1 Ion Can says, I can choose and exhaust a defender's upgrade card, so I could theoretically turn Abnomition sideways and I could say I'm exhausting it. The problem with that is that unless the card specifically says that you exhaust it to utilize his ability, that doesn't do anything. Abnomition can still use his effect because his effect comes into play in the spend defense token step. And his ability doesn't exhaust, meaning you can use that Abnomition title for as many times as that ship gets attacked.